I'm in New York. It's a beautiful evening. Huh. The puzzle thief. I'm just on here. God, YouTube has a lot of new features for live that I haven't even like played with. Crazy. I'm gonna wait. Maybe somebody's gonna join me. Maybe not. Hello. How's it going? I'm just on here testing out. Hi, Kizard. How are you? It's a beautiful evening. I'm sitting on a rooftop in Manhattan and just enjoying. I'm good. What's up for the evening, guys? It's Friday night. It's Friday night in New York City. Something is definitely going on, but I rarely go out. You know, go for dinner, go to a movie. Um, I love staying home. And especially if you can sit outside and still be home, I think it's like I'm going fast. What does that mean, I'm going fast? If you can sit outside and still be home, it's great. You're going to fast? Okay. Got it. Goodness gracious, some people are just too much. I want to talk about moving, like I don't know how many of you have actually like moved in your life, right? And I have moved so many times in my life. It's it's become normal for me, like some people have lived one place their entire life, and I can't even imagine what that must be like, where you just like have been one place, and then you have had one house, and you're able to sort of keep all your things, your belongings, like the things that you treasure, you love, in sort of one place, right? That has not been my story. I've moved so many times, and again, I'm moving. But I feel like for me, moving is a chance to kind of like start anew, right? And even though it can be difficult because you have to make friends, you have to meet new people, and then you have to like take the things from one place and carry it to another place. And that's the process I did today, where I was well, not today, this week. I literally had to like go to my old place, pack up, put things in boxes, put things in the car, and just go and sort of take it to my new sort of life, right? The thing about moving is that there's a lot of hope. You're hopeful, like you are always living in a chance, like things are gonna be better. Um, Things are going to there's always this hope, right? Whereas like if you don't move and you don't change, you think, and then something big happens to you in life, you're like, it takes you for a loop. But when you're constantly used to change, which is what moving kind of is about, then it feels like, okay, um, there's a lot of discomfort, and then you learn to live with this discomfort. And I think that's sort of the what I have gained from moving so many times. Like I said, I love New York. That's where I am. That's where I am right now. And this is a place I felt like when I get old and gray, this is the place that I would love to retire to, because I feel like New York is a place for very old people and very young people. And especially if you're a single person and living in New York, I feel like it's a place that um, you don't have to feel lonely, because there's just so many things to do in this city, right? It's a city that it's 24 hours, it's very accessible. I know a lot of people think New York is, I don't know, they have all kinds of opinions about New York, but New York is a great place for when you get old. You never have to worry about, you know, um, who's gonna take me to the doctor? You don't have to drive. You can get an Uber. You can take the subway. You can catch a bus. You can walk, because it's such a congested, crowded city that um, you there's always someone there, right? And especially if you live in a doorman building, or a building where there's services, you get things delivered to you. And it's such a great city, I think, for aging. And it's also a great city for when you're very, very young, because it's um, there's so much to do. I think in the middle, what they call the messy middle, is when you decide to have a family and kids. It's very hard in New York, I think, to have kids in New York, because it doesn't have Oh, add a Q&A sticker? What is this? There's so many new features to this YouTube. So I'm putting a Q&A out there and ask, would you ever live in New York at any point in your life? Is New York a place that you would ever want to live really old or